already fighting for the center. The game is on! Starting with a fundamental move. This opening favors patient players. OMG, white's claiming the center. A solid response to the Caro-Kann. Building up a pawn chain and opens a diagonal for the light-squared bishop. Knight c3 protects the e4 pawn and attacks the d5 pawn. D takes e4 opens up the center and plans to meet knight takes e4 with either bishop f5 or knight f6, challenging the knight. Knight takes e4 recaptures with the knight in the center of the board where it controls many important squares. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the knight on e4, and controls the d. This misses an opportunity to force doubling of pawns. Prepping that bishop for development. Let's get this show on the road. This basically hands the opponent the chance to kick a knight. This misses an opportunity to kick a knight. Developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. Let's go. They just missed the opportunity to kick a knight. There was only one good move, and that was it. White develops the queen. Classic developing move. Pushing those pawns is like building a sandcastle against a tsunami. Risky. They just missed the opportunity to move a knight to safety. Spicy meatball right here, yo. Solid trade, nothing crazy. Keeps things balanced. Easy peasy recapture. Ignoring the threat on the knight? Spicy. What a move. They'll snag a pawn. Nice. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Let's go. Ignoring the threat on the knight? Spicy. What a move. They're on their way to snagging a pawn. This threatens to win material through a tactic. Ignoring the threat on the knight? Spicy. What a move. Boom! White is going to snag a pawn. What a steal. White just pulled ahead. Not looking good for black. Looks like they overlooked the chance to move a knight to safety. The queen is safe, thank goodness. Time to breathe. Losing a knight? Ouch. This misses an opportunity to eventually win a knight. This rules out the option to win material because the defender is pinned. Okay, that was the only move. Ladies and gentlemen, in this position, they sacrificed the rook! Spicy. That rook was just sitting there waiting to be snatched up. Ladies and gentlemen, in this position, they sacrificed the knight. Simple capture. This move is the only one that works. What a find. This move opens the door for the opponent to force eventual checkmate. What a move. Sacrificing the knight for checkmate. Brilliant. OMG, that knight just got Thanos snapped out of existence. The checkmate threat continues. Not so fast. This blocks the attack on the pawn. One step closer to checkmate. Boom! That blocks the check from the opposing rook. The checkmate threat continues. That blocks the check from the opposing rook. And that's game over.